stream is going to be our halftime poll, which is going to be Premier League transfer of the window. Premier League transfer of the season. So you get to vote. I'll give you 2 names and you get to vote. So Premier League transfer of the season. Premier League transfer of the season. Let's go. First quarter-final in Premier League transfer of the season. I don't know whether to change that. Let's have a look. That'll be close. That'll be close. That'll be close. Yeah, we'll go with this. So it's Diaz, who was bought by Liverpool in January, or Romero of Spurs, who was bought in the summer. Both have had fantastic seasons. Vote for your Premier League transfer of the season between these two, and get voting now. Remember, Romero's done it all season. Diaz has hit the season running from halfway through. Let's see what your thoughts are. And Diaz has flown into an early lead. Too big of a lead, really, for me. But Luis Diaz, of course it is. Ruben Diaz has been here for a while. So it's a big lead. It's probably an unassailable lead. Don't close it, says Amu. He thinks Diaz could come. He thinks Romero's going to come back. I tell you what, if Romero comes back from 74% to 26%, I'll do a forfeit. I think it should be closer than that, but he ain't coming back from that. In fact, it's just gone up to 75%. So I'm going to count down in a minute. Romero's very underrated. Yeah, I think he's had a fantastic season, but Diaz has done it in half the time. So we'll start counting down. It's on 74% to Diaz. If it doesn't go... Oh, it's come down again. 73%. Okay, we'll keep it running. He won't be able to do it, but we'll keep it. We'll be fair and keep it open. He's very underrated. It's 24. People will always vote for attackers, says Garth. Right, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 73%. That's a massive win for Diaz. And unlucky to Romero because he could have had an easier draw, to be honest, but he is out. Final. Diaz goes through to the semi-final. Can he be beaten? Premier League transfer of the season. Ericsson. Yes, you can do loans. We decided this yesterday against Odegaard, who have probably spelt his name wrong. So Christian Eriksen, Brentford, halfway through the season. Odegaard, been there all season. Diaz for all... What was that? Slow Sports News says Diaz all day long. United played 70 million for Sancho and Liverpool got a bargain for Diaz. What a great purchase. Thank you, Slow Sports News, for the super chat there. Golden goal suck players away from winning the league. They're not. Ericsson has gone into a lead here. Arsenal fans are going to be fuming. Odegaard's done it all season for Arsenal. Ericsson came in half the way through. He has been a catalyst to keeping Brentford up. I think if here's a statement I'm happy to state. If Brentford hadn't have got Ericsson on loan in January, I think they would have gone down. I think he has been the catalyst to keep them up. However many points they've got, I think most of them come down to him. But remember, we're not talking about the talent. I think some people are talking about the talent here. This is Premier League transfer of the season. It's not who's the better player. We're talking about who's been the better transfer. Because ultimately, Sarr of Wolves has been a brilliant signing for Wolves. He didn't even make the final 8. You didn't put him in there. So, yeah, get your vote in. Big name bias says that. I personally think that Romero and Diaz should have been closer than 75%, 25%. And I do think Ericsson and Odegaard should be closer than 63% to 47%. But 37%, sorry. But I'm going to count down 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. 63%. It stayed steady. Ericsson knocks out Odegaard with 63%. Remember when I'm counting down, That means get your votes in, otherwise you'll miss out. Kulusevski. Let me type it out properly. Kulusevski versus Lukaku. No, it's not really. Bruno G. I'm not going to type it out. Bruno Guimaraes. This is a good one. Bruno Guimaraes at Newcastle and Kulusevski at Spurs. Both came in at the same time. I know who I would vote for, but they've both had a good impact on their team. Fun fact, says Bernardo, Odegaard's cousins did a mission trip in Ecuador and stayed in my neighbourhood. Proud to say I've hooked up with Erika Odegaard, says Bernardo. Okay. Yeah, all right. And in your opinion, Hazard was a very good player. Now, this is what I like. This is a good competition here between Bruno and Kulusevski. Kulusevski, it's been on 53% for a while. Jacka says, I misclicked Kulusevski by mistake. I won't worry about it, mate. We've had 5,500 votes here. So, we're going to count down Kulusevski versus Bruno Guimaraes for Premier League transfer of the season. Who would you think has been a better transfer? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the poll. Slow Sports News. It's 53% for Kulusevski. And Guimaraes, who's had a great season at Newcastle, goes out. Which leaves us with our final quarter final. Kulusevski's in. Eriksen's in. Diaz is in. Quarter final is going to be Sue against Conor Gallagher, who is a loanee, but he's been there all season. He's done really well. Ronaldo or Gallagher? Get your vote in. Remember, you picked these 8 players. Somebody's going to say, why is Ronaldo there? Because he scored 18 Premier League goals in the worst Premier League Manchester United side ever. Yes, United had been shit, but Ronaldo's actually done well. Mark, remember when Weghorst signed? Gallagher's clear, and Gallagher is clear, says BN. Vote Gallagher, so Ronaldo doesn't rig the whole thing, says G. Bargain of the season next. Mandzukic retired 1 or 2 seasons ago, says AMK. Thank you very much. Jemmy says that's a ridiculous pair up. Well, it's not ridiculous, is it? Because ultimately, if you're in the 8, if you want to win it, you've got to beat the winner if you want to win it. So, you know, this is a quarter-final to get in the semi-final. It's as simple as that. What's more... Very good. Gallagher's not going to beat Ronaldo, is he? 72%. Vote Gallagher, everybody. Vote Gallagher. I mean, I obviously probably want Ronaldo to win. I'm just trying to see if it's possible to turn around a 72% win. Jose Sarr should be in over Ronaldo. He was in. In fact, he could have been in. But Jose Sarr was against Gallagher, and Gallagher won the vote. Right, we're on 71% for Ronaldo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It stays on 71%. It's over. Ronaldo goes through. Gallagher goes home. So we've got our semi-finals now. Ronaldo, Kulusevski, Eriksen and Diaz. Win a poll anyway. It's nothing to do with United. Right. First semi-final. Diaz versus Eriksen for Premier League transfer of the season. It's Christian Eriksen against Diaz. Go. This is close between Eriksen and Diaz. Both came in January. Diaz had a big impact on Liverpool, but Eriksen's had a big impact on Brentford as well. It's a bit closer. Get your votes in. Christian Eriksen at Brentford, basically, in my opinion, kept them up. Luis Diaz has added something to a very good Liverpool side, I will admit. He's been a decent signing as well. Another one is to act. I would love a cameo on Hollyoaks or EastEnders or Coronation Street. Just one line. Even in the background. I would love it. I'd love to be an extra. I mean, actually, I think I'm good enough to be in a film like Heat or The Revenant. The bloody bear, the prat. He bit me. Get off me, you prat. He's trying to shag me. Get him off! But no, I'd love to do a bit of acting. So that's on my bucket list as well. I think in life you should just try and tick off as many things as you can. And yeah, I'd love to. I'd be good in Hollyoaks. I'd be good in Hollyoaks. That's the second time I've caught you snogging your mother. It's disgusting. And you're disgusting. Get out of my pub. That's the sort of storyline they'd do on Hollyoaks. I mean, I don't like it. And I wouldn't need to act much in relation to my repulsion. But there you go. It's come down to 60% for Diaz. So I'll keep it open. Christian Eriksen or Diaz for Premier League transfer of the season in our first semi-final. We're about to start the second half here. Rangers against Eintracht Frankfurt. We're off for the second half. It's gone back up to 61%. So I'm going to do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It stays at 61%. It's bye-bye Christian Eriksen. He loses in the semi-final, but well done to him getting the last four, really. Fair play. He got to the final four of our Premier League transfer of the season, and he only came in January. Oh no, we did that one. Right, our second semi-final. Could be quite close again. Premier League transfer of the season. Kulusevski. Oh God, I've left capitals on. Kulusevski. Oh, look at the flares here. Bit of atmosphere behind the goal. As Eintracht Frankfurt attack their own goal, their own fans' goal. Kulusevski against Ronaldo, wasn't it? Okay, get your votes in. Second semi-final to play Diaz in the final. Will it be Ronaldo or will it be Kulusevski? I think Kulusevski's been bloody brilliant actually for Spurs. Really good. I really hope, and I think he will stay at Spurs. I think he's been brilliant. I thought he was an exciting player at Juventus, and I think he's been brilliant at Spurs. So I am excited to see him have a full season and a pre-season. 62%. Ronaldo's gone into an early lead here. Still 62% for Ronaldo. Do you think Varane regrets joining United? Says on. It's gone up to 63% for Ronaldo, so I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. Ronaldo wins. Kulusevski goes home. And we are set up now with our Premier League transfer of the season. Diaz or Ronaldo. This is probably the most competitive final we've ever had in our end of season awards. Premier League transfer of the season. Diaz versus Ronaldo. I've spelled it Ronaldo. Go. I think we'll get a few votes on this one. Premier League, this is the final Premier League transfer of the season. Ronaldo or Diaz of Liverpool. Get your votes in. To be honest, it's close. It's close. This is going to be a close final. I think Diaz could do this. Ronaldo stormed into a lead, but it doesn't mean that lead will be kept. People who are saying it's rigged, it's close. It's in the 50s. You can turn it around. Vote Diaz if you want him to win. Isn't it? Who's better, Konate or Upamecano? I tell you what, it's coming down. It's at 56% for Ronaldo and it's at 44% for Diaz. Keep your votes coming in. It's come down from 57%. Diaz can still do this. Premier League transfer of the season. Get your votes in. It's coming down. We'll do a poll on it in a minute. Right, we're going to count down. It's been on 56% for ages. Premier League transfer of the season. Luis Diaz at Liverpool or Ronaldo with his 18 goals in a shite United side in the Premier League. Oh, it's come down to 55. It's got to stay open. It's got to stay open. I don't count down. It's moved to 55. Composure of a sweaty half an hour here. Ronaldo's down to 54%. Was it on 54% before? I thought, no, it was at 55%. So we'll keep the vote open. Diaz could be pulling off a big comeback here. Ronaldo on 54% and Diaz is on 46%. So we'll keep it over for a minute and then I'll count down. To enjoy it. Ronaldo is 87. How is his transfer deal better than Diaz? Regardless of his performance this season, it's just for a couple of seasons before he's too old. Just Tahir. You sort of contradicted yourself there, mate. I thought we hardly paid any money for Ronaldo. We're talking about Premier League transfer of the season. Whether you think Ronaldo is as good as Diaz, it doesn't matter. The point is, Ronaldo cost United less than 20 million and he scored 18 goals in the worst Premier League side ever. He's been a decent transfer in a shit team. And Diaz has been a fantastic transfer as well. Somebody doesn't understand how the poll works because Joseph says, please can you close the poll? Ronaldo's been in front for 10 minutes. We don't just close it because they're in front. We allow it to move, and if it moves, we'll keep it open a little bit longer. Right, I'm going to do the countdown. 10 seconds. It's been on 54% for ages. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's closed. 54% of the vote went with Ronaldo. We had 13,000 votes on that. 13,000 people voted. So over 80% of you voted on that. Ronaldo wins transfer of the season.